Turn me up, P. Pointers in the paddock, get my piece. I'm pushing P. Cop new hammers for my P. We don't want no peace. Got a spot across the spot, just for peace. Drop the data, now we plotting. Excited peace.
How you living, man?
I'm living, bro. I'm cooling. We're gonna speak that into existence. I'm feeling like I can win eight Grammys. We're gonna do.
I know it's definitely on the way. It's definitely on the way. We're gonna go and get into it though, man. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it. Yo, man, we back with another episode of TrapSet Podcast, man. We got another talented music artist in the game, man. We got another one in here, another banger, another one that I'm really excited about interviewing because a lot of people gonna get to know who he is, man. I think he got some dope talent around him, you know what I'm saying, man. But we got my boy Pierre Bless in here. How you doing? How you feeling, man?
Oh, what up with it? Cool. I'm glad to be here.
Hey, before we got on, we said this man look like, hey, man, he in the islands right now. He got the Hawaiian shirt on, man.
Palm trees in the background, man.
Palm trees in the background. Look, about 110 degree weather and everything, man.
I'm in North Carolina chilling. I'm out in hot, but you know, they saying what hoochie daddy weather. We with it.
Yeah, you see Brevin outside with his shirt on.
So you know what I'm saying? I'm out here posted up at the lake, man, trying to catch this fish for the night. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
You say you in Charlotte, Pierre?
For sure. Yeah.
For sure.
Brevin in Charlotte too.
Yeah, he in Charlotte too.
Yeah, Brevin in Charlotte too. Y'all link up.
For sure, I'm with it.
Work. For
sure. I know he was in Charlotte today. Shit, I could have carried to the crib.
That's where you from, man?
Yeah, right outside of Charlotte. It's a little town called Albemarle, but it's still 704 connection, like 40 minutes down Albemarle Road and run in Albemarle.
So you live all your life for real?
Yeah.
For sure, yep.
Y'all ain't got no beef like Amaretta said, right?
Yo, somebody made one of them joints, though.
For real?
Every city need one, bro. Every city need one at this point.
Yeah. Actually, what name? My homie did one. I can't even think of it right now. What she called it, but it was dope. It went kind of viral. It was running on the radio and everything.
Oh, wow.
No, for sure, that's true. Before we hop into it though, man, how's life going for you? How you mental health and everything, man? We want to check in on there before we get started, man. So how everything been going for you, bro?
Everything is good, bro. I'm meditating daily. You know what I'm saying? Just making sure I'm feeling good, moving. Spread love movement. It's a real thing. Energy gotta be high. We gotta take care of ourselves. Black men out here feeling crazy nowadays, not saying nothing. So
yeah, man. Especially with just went down in Atlanta today, man. Shout out to everybody. I pray for everybody in Atlanta, man. Going on with Metro Bowman, Mom, and also Trouble DTE, man. You know what I'm saying? So prayers out to those families.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead. I don't mean to cut you off.
That's all I had to say, man. It's a sad day.
I was just gonna say, can you speak on what meditation has done for you? You know, as a black male so far. I don't want to get too off topic, but that's just you don't hear it. I don't hear that a lot. A lot of black men talking about how they meditate. You know, take that time out to themselves. So, man, speak on it. Man, drop some gems on the meditation techniques. Teach us something.
So for me, I started meditating back in let me see. I read the book The Secret, and it kind of sent me a lot of ways. That's like by Rhonda Byrne, and it teaches you law of attraction. Everything you think become, you know what I'm saying? Like what you think is what you are. So meditation, when I went a little bit further, I just sit still every morning, you know, actually looking like Buddha and everything. But you don't have to do all that. You can sit still and just like listen to yourself. You need to calm, you need to breathe, take deep breaths. Because, you know, as people, we just be on the move so much that we don't never listen to ourselves. And all you got to do is just sit still sometimes. And that's when everything will come to you. We be on the move. Even if we just sitting still ain't, you know, scrolling Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. It's like, leave it alone. It's best first thing when you wake up, even in the midday. And it just helps. It keeps your mental space in a good place when you like need to disconnect from the world and learn yourself something.
Oh, for sure. It seems like you're a spiritual person. Have you been on that journey for a minute, or has it just started? Or You know what
Yeah,
turned you,
I've been on that journey for a little while.
bro?
Kind of started it like independence and everything, like financial literacy. It started there when I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and like when was that? 2014. Yeah,
Okay.
and Rhonda Byrne right after that, and this book called Secret History of the World. And I started, my mind started spinning, and I got into that. Law of attraction took me another way.
For sure.
No, for sure. There. I want to hop into your background a little bit. You say you grew up in Charlotte, Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out to Charlotte, man. Talk about your background growing up there, man. Tell us who Pierre was before Pierre became Pierre Bless, man.
So, like I was saying earlier, right outside of Charlotte, like it's Albemarle, a little sick, but it's like Atlanta kind of, but then they're like, that's
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, yo, straight down Albemarle Road, but I grew up going to East Lamar, Charlotte Hornets. Like that was the squad. Like we had Muggsy Bogues and Larry Johnson, who was Grandma Ma. Y'all might not remember that. But
I know. Hey, man, we ain't that. Oh, I know who Larry Johnson is, man. They Bogus, man.
Alonzo, all that, But
Yeah.
it was growing up in North Carolina, just in the Charlotte area. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing all that stuff. There used to be this spot on off of Albemarle Road called East Lamar, and it's not there no more. Like, and everybody who was like from this area, you know what I'm saying, they would go there. And like it had like a skating rink at the bottom, like, and it just was crazy. Like ice skaters would be there, and all the stores, hairpin and shit. But the music scene ain't never really been that crazy until PD Pablo took off. But he's like from the country out, out there close to Raleigh side, and then now the baby took off, and that's just something crazy. And now, music eyes are here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like it's been cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the youngster killer out there too, man, coming from the baby. We're gonna what's his name? Stunner for Vegas. He been turning, he been one of the guys turning the city up too, along with J. Cole too. I know he ain't from Charlotte, but he's from Raleigh. So but he's all North Carolina though. So I kind of see like the North Carolina music culture pretty much not divided. I see all y'all in just one. I don't see it as divided up by cities because y'all weren't on the map that long. Y'all just now starting to put y'all foot in the game. You feel what I'm saying? So, being from Charlotte, man, like how? Say that again. I can't hear you. You went out. What'd you say?
That's why we be repping North Carolina so much, because it's like
Yeah,
big, conglomerate. You know what I'm saying? And North Carolina and South Carolina is not the same, no. That's two different joints.
trust me, I know that because I've been there. I was in Columbia, man, around this time last summer, man. Nah, I ain't have as much fun as I did when I went up to Charlotte, man. It's definitely a difference. It's like South Carolina, more the countryside. So
it is. They got Myrtle Beach over there in Charleston, but Myrtle Beach is jumping, like at times. But in North Carolina, we got the way it's divided. Really, you got Charlotte, you got Winston-Salem, Greensboro, Raleigh, Fayetteville, Wilmington, and all these places are like popping too. And like Durham, like even like city, it's just so much cool spots, you know what I'm saying? And you got to think about it, like it's dope musicians in all of those places, like so like dope artists. You can go to Fayetteville, you got Cole. You come to Charlotte there, you know what I'm saying? You got me, and the baby.
yeah.
You got, other cats in other areas that's booming, just Tussies out in Raleigh, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
yeah,
it's a lot of that everywhere.
No, for sure. That's dope, man. Let's talk about it though. You grew up in Charlotte, and now you got you know what I'm saying, you got your daughter growing up in Charlotte, man. How it is being a father, man, and balancing their music career and spending their time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of quality time being taken away as you being a father. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in and out of the studio, you're traveling a lot, doing shows. You spending time right now doing the interview. So where do you find that balance time? You know what I'm saying? Actually sit down with your daughter, man, and actually spend father time.
I make it happen, man, because I'm like a real dad, you know what I'm saying? A real dad. Love my baby, you know what I'm saying? We'll go to the mall, eat ice cream, hold hands, like she on my lap, like sit down. I'm watching Coco Melon with her or whatever we seeing on YouTube and everything. But family is a good thing that helped a lot. Like if I can't find time to like do something, I'm asking my parents, like, can you help me? Or my baby mom, you know what I'm saying? Like we're not together, so like, it's like, but she understands if I'm on tour, like we still like a family. We still got a family relationship. So she like, yeah, I got it. Like, when is it going to be? if it's like long term or something, like the first tour I went on, she was like, I'll keep her, you know, and then I was in and out. So I would go there, I'd stay at her place, you know what I'm saying, and still like do my dad's stuff so I could see her a lot. And then when I get back, you know, back to basics, you know, moving on. Because we do like a week-to-week thing where I have my daughter, I have her for 1 week, then she have her for one. Then we back to it.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope as hell to get that support, though. Nah, for sure. So how did the music background begin for you, man?
Yo, this is crazy.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, a lot of people got their story. A lot of people say they started off in the choir. A lot of people say they might pick up a music class in like elementary or middle school or something like that. But like, how did it start for you? You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their different way of how it started, but you know what I'm saying? For you, how did it start for you personally?
Yeah, let's keep it 100. I went to a Teen Summit concert when I was in 7th grade. It had Sammy, this group called In Tune, which Lloyd was the lead singer. And then who else was there? But it was basically Sammy's concert. And I think Bow Wow might have been there too. And when I went to that, I seen like Sammy got off the elevator and all the little girls chased him. Like he had to run a full sprint to the stage.
Oh, you seen that firsthand?
I seen it firsthand. They were crying, all that. And I was like, you know what? I want to do that. And I was in 7th grade. And I was like, I need to be a music artist, you know what I'm saying? And then like, we was in class one day. My friends was like making Cash Money beats on tables and stuff like that. And they was rapping the actual lyrics of like Number One Stunner and all that. And then I started freestyling. And it actually was mine. And everybody was like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it started from there. 12 years old.
No, so that's dope. I mean, ain't no talent shows or nothing. You ain't hit no stage or nothing starting right off. How did that go for you?
After that, I started writing a lot, you know, and then I was recording on like the little cassette decks, like and karaoke machines and stuff. And then when I was 16, that's when I went to the studio for the first time. I made a song called She Wanna Ride with a Pimp. And
how old was you when you made that, man?
16. I was this song.
Hey, I know Mondoose now one feeling that.
Man, everybody liked it though.
Yeah.
I was like kind of singing a little bit because I was rocking with Nelly, like somewhat. I was rapping, you know, but I was like still like, yo, I'm smooth, you know, I'm gonna keep it smooth, do something for them. And they got played at like this professional baseball game, the Durham Wolves. Like we went out there, my class did, and my marketing teacher, like everybody was into it. I was the rapper of the school, like on newspapers in school and all that, like in the city out in Albemarle. It was like, yo, this is our rapper, you know, and that's what everybody did. They like knew that that's what I was doing, and they really rocked with it.
Hey, DJ.
Nah, that's dope, man, because, you know what I'm saying, starting off like that, you know what I'm saying, the support matters. So for them to put you on in school newspapers and being able to, you know what I'm saying, flex your confidence a little bit by standing behind you, you know what I'm saying, they had to make you feel good in the inside, make you want to go further.
It did, man. I had a lot of backing, you know, like support, whites and blacks. Everybody was just like, yo, P can spit, you know, like, and if you was a new rapper to come around, like, I was the person who people would like, they like, yo, hey, you talked to P yet? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's been dope for a while. I carried that.
No, that's dope. That's dope.
Who would you say you was listening to inspired you, you know, to start rapping, but also, you know what I'm saying, your style or how, you know, go about rapping? Who was your influence?
Back then, I was
back then.
Oh, Nas, Mace, DMX. Who else was I into? Those was really the top ones that I really like was rocking with. And then like, it sounds crazy, but I did have LL Cool J influence on the stage. Like the way he performed was crazy, and I liked how Nelly did his performances too. And then it turned into like some 50 Cent influence, and you know, we went that way. But Nas, Mace, Biggie, Pop, you know, I was really into them guys. You know, like that's where it came from. Jay, like
I was about to say you gonna throw Jay in there.
Yeah, I was about to say
IG.
I was gonna say the same thing. I knew it was coming.
I'm going off the dome.
Nah, I feel. Hey, but look though, tell us why PTE, why CEO Miami Mike, you recently, you know what I'm saying, last year, I think this time around last year, you partnered with him, you signed with him for him to build that business relationship with you and you become Palm Tree Entertainment. How did that relationship develop? And also, what did you see in him to make you feel that he could take your career to the next level?
You know what's crazy? So when we was doing the tour, you know, I was like new to it. I hadn't been on tour before, but me and Mike kind of like got kind of close. You know what I'm saying? We had like independent conversations and everything, to where we had some conversations where it felt like, yo, it's family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I actually went on a family trip, wasn't it? Or was it?
Yeah. We met this time around last year in the summer. I want to say a little bit outside of Nashville in the cab, and he brought you up there. And he told me something about you. Yeah. So that's how we locked in for sure.
Yep.
But I know y'all had that relationship established before then, though.
We did, but that was another like quote unquote bonding moment. You know what I'm saying? Me and him got to talk one-on-one, and the rest of the crew, they was like, yo, that's your manager? You know what I'm saying? They would throw side jokes at me, and I'm like, man, chill. But I was like, he is probably gonna be my manager. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he was telling me stories about, you know, Soulja and everything, and you know, then it just got to a point how he was introducing me a little different. And by the time when I started really killing shit by the end of that tour, like every night became my night, and they were saying it. And Mike, you know, he his lawyer like made that contract, and I was like, oh, it's real now.
Yeah. We all know that contract is important though, but you know what I'm saying? Did it take you a while to sign it, or you was like, man, I'm going out family, man. I trust him, I'm gonna go and sign it. Or did you know what I'm saying, you looked at the aesthetics of the contract and you made your executive decision off there?
I hired another entertainment lawyer to look over that contract, yo. Like,
because I tell a lot of people, bro, it's important to look over them contracts no matter how the business relationship is. I ain't saying that, you know what I'm saying? We all know Mike, good guy, man. You know what I'm saying? We all deal with him on a day-to-day basis. But, you know what I'm saying? I just try to tell, you know what I'm saying, every young artist that look at our platform or that's going through the music game like yourself to always, you know what I'm saying, get a second eye on the contract and stuff like that so you can understand what it's saying, not just because the person that offered you the contract may be getting over on you, but only just for certain that you're comfortable enough to know what you're getting yourself into.
Right, because, you know, I'm pretty savvy, you know what I'm saying, like with words and everything, but I'm looking at it and it's stuff that I just didn't know. I'm like, yo, what does this actually mean? And, you know, so I got in contact with somebody who's like real good in North Carolina and works with a few people. And I was like, you know, break it down for me. So I had to hire him, you know, pay him a fee, and he looked over it, broke it all down for me. It was like, the contract looks good. You know, you might want to talk here and there, or you can leave it, you know. So it was pretty solid. So when he gave me the okay, we went through it. And I'm going to do the same thing when I get a record deal.
Hey, I don't blame you, man. We can't miss no bag now.
Same thing.
So the goal is a record deal. You don't. Or are you independent right now? You just have a partnership with Mike. I don't want to get too deep into our business, but I'm saying the goal of record deal. You independent? How that work?
I am independent, but I definitely want a record deal. You know what I'm saying? That still would be cool. A bag came like a different way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it just started booming crazy and I'm just making all kind of independent money. Like, you know, it comes, but it ain't crazy. Like, you know, because a record deal really is an investment. And I know that I'm good enough to be able to make that money back.
Yeah.
Most definitely. One thing I can say dope about your music, though, you know what I'm saying? You coming from the likes of J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar, people who make monumental, you know what I'm saying, music that lasts for years because it has a lesson and it has value in it as well as the time progresses. So tell me when did that skill develop for you? Because I know it ain't developed when you was at the age of 16. Because as you just told, you talking about everybody want to pimp, but you know what I'm saying? But tell us, how did the story develop skill happen within your musical art game? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, when someone listens to your music, they pick up a lesson, but they also, you know what I'm saying, able to hold that lesson and apply it to life. So as as you matured, how did your music game mature as well? Like, how did that skill develop?
Actually, I was rapping like that at 16, yo. So I was
Really?
but,
That's dope, because you don't really hear that a lot, though.
yeah. At 12, I wasn't really rapping like that, but you know, like as them years like passed through, 16, I turned into something else. Like I was studying Nas from the beginning, you know, so I was studying Nas, Biggie, Pac, Jay, and X. So those skills was like what was embedded in me, you know, but I wanted, you know, the flashy like side of it too. But that was like early in the game.
Yeah, no, most definitely, most definitely. Did it come from like, you know what I'm saying, what your parents taught you, or pretty much just, you know what I'm saying, you just listening to the influential artists that influenced you?
It might have had something to do with how I was raised too. Like they instilled a lot of stuff in me, you know, a lot of morals and all that. But I would say I like the style that I got is like how I study those guys, how I studied the game. You know, everybody I listen to, the kind of music I like. Like I really was into them, you know, top 4 guys like in the beginning, you know, and that's like what I thought was like real godly. I'm like, yo, these are like it's from like my time period. I'm like, I want to be the best rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like when I was 12, I was like competing with Bow Wow because we like the same. I'm like, I'm nicer than Bow Wow. When I turned 16, I think, you know, 50 and Banks and them was coming, and it was like, and then Lil Wayne, and then I started competing like with Lil Wayne, like thinking like, yo, I'm gonna be better than Wayne, and it like gave me this like different type of monster, you know, and it like pushed me to be the best I could be, because when he was saying he was the best rapper alive, he really was, you know. So I was like really competing with the people who I was studying. Not Bow Wow. I wasn't studying him. But I was competing with him, and it kind of just gave me the drive that I needed to create that style.
No, that's dope. That's dope.
During those learning moments, what was some of the challenges you faced, you know, just so far in the industry and being an artist?
Being where I'm from, man, it just was like, it never was a light on, like we ain't have A&Rs or people in the industry here, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially in the small town I was at, I didn't know that, you know, I didn't know how to get to New York. I didn't know how to like take stuff to people in Atlanta or nothing like that. So it's like, man, how do these guys get this in front of the people? All I knew, like from the magazine era, is every month is somebody in unsigned hype. And I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like you would see people in unsigned hype and in the source, and I'm like, how can I be in that? You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure that out. And it wasn't happening. Like I'm just I'm shooting darts in the dark, and it's not happening at all.
Nah, I say back then though, like back in that time, it was probably easier than what it is now. Because actually now you gotta actually put the bread up to actually be on that level, to actually be seen throughout all social media sites, or for even a single song to pop out for an artist. You know what I'm saying? You actually got to put the money between the promo and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I believe back then it was kind of easier, you know what I'm saying, to actually be able to get off and be able to, you know what I'm saying, gain that notoriety that every artist wish they wanted, or I mean, wish they had at that time. So I mean, back then, I mean, it was easier, but you know what I'm saying, you still took your route and was able to do what you did. You know what I'm saying? It played in your favor because obviously you're around people, you know what I'm saying, they can put you through different types of doors to get you through the game now, to where, you know what I'm saying, you can hear Pierre Bless, you know what I'm saying, speak his music now. You can hear his art, you can feel it, you know what I'm saying? You able to get in front of your fans and perform.
Exactly. Friends and fans and everything. And I will say, man, that bag gotta be right. I didn't know that back then. I'm like, but talent could have just got you there back then, but you had to know somebody. You know?
You had to know somebody.
Yep. And if you knew somebody and you was like half good or good, you could get in. Now it's like, yo, you better have like somebody putting some money on you, or you gotta have
most definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah.
But to me, I think now is an easier time for music, because music is way more globalized now than it was back then. Because it was more so word of mouth back then as compared to like right now. if you know how to cut up a song, you post it on TikTok or somewhere that's like popping. All you gotta be able to do is fit in the algorithm. The rest of that's gonna take care of itself. So that's what I that's the reason why you had like SoundCloud rap, mumble rap, all that stuff like that. It's like the new ways of technology is being installed is the reason why, a lot of artists, like Lil Uzi Vert, people like Juice WRLD, who's other folks? Like all these other people that we hear about today, they come from that SoundCloud, Spinrilla, my mixtape type of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of niggas don't know about live mixtapes and what it would call LimeWire or something like this. LimeWire? Yeah, LimeWire. A lot of niggas don't know about this SoundCloud, Spinrilla days, LimeWire, you know what I'm saying? A nigga actually had to go get the iPod and actually sit by a computer and let it download.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man. Like you might catch a virus in the mix of doing that.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. Everybody had iTunes on the desktop, man.
Yep. Mess your whole computer up. But yeah, man, I agree with that too. You know what I'm saying? This digital age is dope. Somebody can just find your music, it gets pushed out to millions of people. They got the opportunity to find it, but it's still hard. Like you still gotta have you might have to put promotion behind it to get on playlists. Like, cause you'll listen to now, like, damn, like, what the fuck? How did he get on there? And it'd be trash. And it's like
trash.
You
but
can't
the bag push it.
You can't find out. You don't know these people. It's like, who doing this? Like, so you still got gatekeepers out here. It's like blocking doors, but it is like somebody, if you go on hard enough, people will see your art. So I agree with it in that fact.
No, most definitely. So what's your name? What's your sign, man? That's the new single, man. That's the hottest single out here for you. I mess with it a lot because it's breaking down the totality of a personality of a human being. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, we always compare when we dating somebody, or we may not even be dating nobody. We might be dating this chick, or you know what I'm saying, we may be, around a group of people, and people always say, man, Capricorns this, or Scorpios this, or you got your Geminis this. No offense, Kobe, because he a Gemini. but you know what I'm saying? What's your name? What's your sign? What's your sign is your hottest single right now, man? Tell us about how that came about, and also too as well. Speak on that a little bit, man. When you was in the studio, how did that come about?
Me and my producer, man, we like really be on like astrology and spirituality and everything. We big on signs and the day to day, like how everything be moving. So like, what's your name? What's your sign? He came up with it. He went and grabbed a Biggie sample. You know what I'm saying? He came back and was like, yo, I got one. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is perfect for us. And I'm like, yo, that is. Like, he let me hear it. At first, I was like, yo, I don't want to be cheesy. I ain't gonna front. I was like, it's like a little bit. I ain't spitting, but then he was like, nigga, what? He said, you can get off, just be you, and we put it together, and when I started writing it, the rest
was you nervous when you did it though? I mean, because just off you saying it's a Biggie beat. So was you kind of nervous, like, damn, I got to deliver on this because people know when this beat drop, it's a Biggie beat. So I got to come in tough on it.
I feel like that with everything.
Yeah.
I just feel like I can't be lame when you hear me. You know what I'm saying? They got to be like potent. So, but yes, that does, with the Biggie sample on it, I'm like, I can't disrespect Biggie. Like I can't disrespect. Yeah. Like if I touch any one of the GOATs, I'm never going to do that. So I got to treat it special. And then secondly, I had to make sure any woman that heard it, they really fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They do. They be sharing it and everything. We had Amanda Steele shared, Alexis Sky, Juju. Like it's just been of course. Like it's been making this move around like day to day, like micro influencers and verified ones. They just running it, and I think it's gonna take off. Like we got the video dropping in July, top of July. We got like one more scene to do, and it's up.
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. Hey, man. One thing about it though, I say I mess with it though, because you got me thinking. I'm like, damn, what's your name? What's your sign? That's the first time I'm asking a female now. So I'm like, shit. Before I even get involved, I need to know what your zodiac is. You know what I'm saying? I kind of already know your name. I ain't gonna say I'm a trifling guy. I know your name, but I got to know what your zodiac sign is, so I ain't even wasting my time no more. I believe in astrology too, my boy.
I mean, it is working. The record is working too. See, like we made it for people like. Like if you want to get it off, like now it's gonna be a thing, and women, a lot of women are into astrology, so it's just like they be knowing way more than me.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing though too. My first time hearing it, because my first time was hearing it was actually 3 weeks ago when we was in Atlanta with you, and we seen you perform at the PT Summer tour auditions. And you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, damn, that motherfucker hard, because I ain't never heard somebody actually talk about a zodiac sign through the whole song without disrespecting a woman. You know what I'm saying? But you actually kept it respectful and you kept it straightforward. Like, baby, I'm just trying to get to know you. What's your name? What's your sign? I need to know your background. It's like you kind of running the background check on a woman to make her actually introduce herself the correct way, instead of like showing me your looks and showing me what you can give me in a sexual appeal.
For sure, I appreciate that, brother. Like they can show you so much from a zodiac sign is that hammer. I'm telling you, that's a 2-hour conversation. We can dig deep.
Nah, well, definitely.
That's up y'all alley. Oh Lord, I'm just here. I'm just chilling.
Nah,
What kind of zodiac? What'd you about to say?
They get into
you
that
go ahead. You
and that's like you have 3 major zodiac signs, and then like you keep going. They be like, yo, and then they start telling you about it, and y'all start talking. Be like, oh, this is what you like. This is how you act. This is how you love. It's deep, bro.
Oh yeah, it tells the whole description, man.
So you believe in angel numbers as well?
I do.
So where do they originate? Is it like man-made? Did somebody say, zodiac signs are real? Like how? I don't know. I'm not too deep into that. I need some understanding. Like what does zodiac
you wanna know why?
signs mean?
You wanna know why, Pierre? You wanna know why Pierre he a Gemini? He ain't trying to get deep into it. They the worst.
Yeah, you got to educate me. You got to educate me. Cause when people like the retrograde, affects the personality and your sun, your moon, and your rising. Like a lot of girls are into that. So, but I don't understand.
You will understand.
I had nobody to break it down to me. Let me say that.
Yeah, bro. If you get your natal chart, you know what I'm saying, on Cafe Astrology or CoStar, and it'll have moon and rising, and it'll have your Venus, like, the way you love, and then like the way you appear to the world and all that stuff, every sign, you'll start digging it, and then you'll have a loaded gun in your pocket too, because like when you start hollering at chicks, like
you said CoStar, which apps you said? CoStar, what else?
CoStar and Cafe Astrology is the one where I get the natal chart. It's a free birth chart. And you type that in on Google, Cafe Astrology birth chart, and then the rest. You just got it, but you got to have where you was born. If you know the time, that helps, and you already know your birthday, the city. So find it out.
Man, hey, I'm glad you said that, because some of the viewers gonna be doing that shit too. They gonna go straight to Cafe Astrology and try to figure it out like his ass is right now.
I am trying to figure it out.
But it's like so much about yourself, it'll tell you so much. That's something that's crazy. You'll learn more about the person you're interested in more than anything can tell you. It just speeds up the process. It's dope. It's a crazy conversation.
Hey, he been through it. He been through no trials and tribulations. He said, speed up the process. I get the bullshit over with. Hey, but I do want to touch on this, though, since you do say you bring up astrology and stuff like that. When you looking to be involved with somebody, what type of women are Pierre into, man? What type of women catch Pierre attention?
Man, I go for faces first. I love a pretty face. I like long hair, but short hair can be cool. You know what I'm saying? The body, I like that butts first. You know what I'm saying? Like
he a butt over chest guy.
Yeah, chest guy. But I like for both of them to be there. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you like slim thicks are good too. Slim thicks, I'm with that. But
more curves, more love, man.
Yeah, when you get past that though, that mindset, I need a mindset that's positive, feminine. Like you like to laugh, like to do some shit. We can go somewhere. You don't just want to sit in that house all day, and you don't argue on vacation.
That's the one, man. That's the one. Be my peace, man. Be my peace, man. For real, man. Nah. All right. What's next for Pierre though?
Yo, we about to
out next, man.
We're going on that PTE tour. It should be starting at the end of June. And then we're gonna take that out through the summer, but it's gonna be different because now I got some star quality with me since they backing me.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, for sure. What's some of the cities y'all starting out here now first?
We ain't got the schedule yet, so I don't even know.
Okay. You got to touch back down in Charlotte to do one hometown show though.
I'm gonna do it. We hitting like 20, 25 cities. So
yeah.
And I'm gonna
I'll be there for sure.
B said y'all run through Charlotte, he gonna be there for sure.
I
Nah, that's dope,
I know
man.
you talked. I'm gonna say you good not.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say you talked earlier about how you read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and so basically like financial literacy is kind of like the first domino for it all. So talk about some of the stuff that you invest in besides not only yourself but music. Outside of music, what other things do you invest into?
Outside of music, I invest in myself, mine, but I read a lot, as we probably can see. Now I'm getting into like stock options, not actually. I have a few stocks, like they're just sitting, but stock options, like where you buy in and then kind of flip them. It's close to day trading. Crypto, I'm into that. I got some deals coming my way where it's gonna be a Pierre Bless coin. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're gonna do that, like the NFTs and everything. That's the next lane for me with investing. 401k is cool. Roth IRA is cool. So when you pull your money out, the tax ain't crazy like that. But it's a few things that I'm actually invested in for real, and I'm doing more as we go.
Oh, for sure.
What about you? What you invested in?
Yeah, he an investor, man. They
I'm into a lot
man.
of I'm into a lot of stuff, to be honest. Like stocks and cryptos primarily. Like I do options trading. That's pretty much like my main stuff. I really like been doing for a couple of years, but now I'm trying to get in a position like get into like vending machines and real estate, and then there's some other stuff I can't speak of right now because me and my friend we still in the works on it that we trying to get launched next summer. But if everything goes good for next month, not next summer, next month, then I have something else I can add to the case. That deals with something I really cars and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. Rich Dad Poor Dad. What I pulled from that, and I took a whole course on it. Some of them are getting too heavy. Like after the bag really hit, it's wholesaling. Like and I'm really into that. Like you buy a crib, you play the middleman. You buy for a certain price, and then it may be $60K. You know what I'm saying? You buy it for because it's distressed and somebody's leaving it, and you buy it for $40K, and then an investor buys it from you for $100K. So you make whatever's in between. You know what I'm saying? You go to the office downtown and put it in the escrow so it's in your name and you don't have to put money on it, and then you make that whole $60K. That's like that's better than dope money.
Nah, for real.
Nah, for real. You flipping it 4 times.
No, that's pretty much
you know what I'm saying?
Pretty much what I got on a homeboy of mine. He has got a big promo. Like he was wholesaling with his own company. And he's also taking a position with a friend where he has his like an actual team now under him to like stuff like that to like continue furthering his wholesaling career. So
wholesaling is
my boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back into that. I took a whole course. I'm ready to do it. I'm trying to stay focused because I had a problem with putting too many eggs everywhere. So like now I focus on the music, it's
definitely a market out here. It's definitely a market out here. Like, because one thing I didn't know about really real estate, like people getting into like trailer homes and like stuff like that. And like when the area, especially in North Carolina, it's still a lot of country town around. And so people may not be looking for major homes, especially with the housing market. So you got, trailer homes they're fairly big, like when you actually do the research to see like how they're put together. So you can do like pretty good returns with that as well.
People buy in commercial real estate, they buy whole trailer parks. And that's a good flip because them people are gonna pay. It's really like the white hood, you know what I'm saying? And those people they pay. And it don't cost that much. The upkeep is cheap too. If you gotta, be the person like the landlord of the whole trailer park. But I mean you might want to get an assistant who's running that. But yeah, man, the real estate is one of the dopest games. People always gonna need somewhere to live.
No, most definitely. Everybody want a shelter over there here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most definitely. What's one thing you like about the grind of being an artist, man? Everybody hate the grind, but it's something you gotta love about it because you keep doing it.
You keep going back.
Yeah. so what's one thing you love about it?
It's competitive. You know what I'm saying? You still competing. I'm like a natural athlete. You know what I'm saying? I always had that in me. So like, it ain't nothing different in the music game. You always competing, even though it's a fun sport. And I like, coming out on top. It's something that it's challenging. And, throughout my life, I'm gonna always love a challenge because it just always is something to conquer. You always got a hurdle to get over. And that's pretty fun, actually. It sucks, but at the same time, it's fun. It's like, yo, when am I gonna make it? When am I gonna make it? Like, bro, it never stops. And then when you do make it,
it's the itch.
And when you do make it, because I'm at a point now where I can say like, hey, I've made it. You know what I'm saying? Like where a lot of people could be like, I've made it. So then it's like, okay, what is making it to you? And making it to me is like really, it's consistency as well. It's like, yo, all right, I hit this level, I hit this level. So it's just like every hurdle I hit gets higher.
No, most definitely. That's dope. That's dope, man. Before we head out of here, man, what's one thing you want to leave with the young generation of men? Not women, the men, man. My men need some things that you can leave them with, man, that can help them further their lifestyle or help them further their career or anything, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything they may be involved in, man. What's one thing you could Pierre Bless to leave them with, man, before we head out of here?
Man, speaking on that, I got a podcast called Black Fly on the Wall where we speak on men. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a safe place for men because there's not many places where men can go speak and, have their own voices. But what I'll leave with that is like check in on your mental health, try and pick up meditation, try and learn something from somebody in your community who's doing something positive and stick with that. It's okay to be good, guys. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to, be bad, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we like. It's always cool to us, but I think we getting in a dope time where good is becoming cool again, you know what I'm saying? In a legit way. But tap into your mental health. It's cool to go to therapy. That's good. You know what I'm saying?
I tell a lot of people that, man, don't be scared to go to therapy or go sit down and talk to somebody. You ain't got to be crazy to go, man. I did it once before, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't got to be crazy to go, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to see stuff outside the box. A lot of times we speak to ourselves as men because we got so much pressure upon us to actually go succeed, because if we don't, we lose everything that comes with the tag of being a man. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to outsource your thoughts a little bit to kind of see things clearly before you go make a decision that you think is best for yourself but can hurt everybody else. But you need the decision that's going to work for you and for everybody else in the long run.
For sure. I'm with all of that, bro. Like that's a gem. Like, and you got to seek professional help sometimes too. Your best friend might be the worst option for you sometimes. And that's who we listen to. It's like, go get an outside opinion from somebody who's actually well, grounded in that area, and that'll help, and some people don't know that people exist like that exists for Black people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, go get it. Go get help. It's cool. When you get help, you get better. And that's a thing in life. Like, I did this stuff like by myself for a long time, and it ain't go nowhere until I started putting a team around me.
No, most definitely, man. Everything you speaking, man, is positive, man. What's your name? What's your sign, man? Is out on all platforms, man. Make sure y'all go get that. Tell them where they can find you, Pierre.
Hey, Pierre, this is scary, man.
You
got me in a rabbit hole over here. This is scary.
Oh, he really tapped in during the interview.
I'm over here reading it. This is scary, bro. That's true. Yeah.
That's you. Broken down. Now Jesus. Go find your wife, yo.
What's that?
He's gonna love you when you break that down to him. He's like, man, what? How many dudes can break that down or even have access to that? But yeah, man. Pierre Bless everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Spotify. The website gonna be live next week, but we're about to switch it to an NFT joint. So go to pierrebless.com or pierrebless.x or pierrebless.nft. We're figuring it out, but Pierre Bless on all platforms. Spread love the movement.
Nah, for sure, man. Let us know when that website drop, man. We're gonna post it on the page and make sure everybody go tap in with it.
All right, brother. It's been real with y'all, man. For real. I
appreciate the knowledge, man. Appreciate you.
For sure.
Nah, for sure, man.
This was good. fun, man. We'll tap back in. We'll see y'all soon.
Nah, for sure, man. This has been another episode of TrapSet Podcast, man. We out.
Turn me up, P. Pointers in the paddock, get my piece. I'm Pusha P. Cop new hammers for my P. We don't want no peace. Got a spot across the spot, just for peace. Drop the data, now we plotting. Excited peace.